Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it on?
How's it going?
What's up, guys?
Going well. Thanks for having us.
Rob, you all right?
Yeah, just gotta give me 1 second because it's just.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
Twice.
Much better. Sorry about that, guys. It
No
froze.
worries. I thought it was on our end, so.
No, it literally just froze on me.
I didn't know what you guys saw because all I saw was nobody said anything. So I'm like, oh, well, okay, hey.
No, the intro, the intro decided to freeze in the middle of it. Love technology.
Yeah.
Horrible at it.
So anyways, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just jump right in. I always end up doing it anyway.
Yeah, that's
Of
why.
course. What's up, everyone? Fran the Savage Ladies of Metal. Of course. I'm the sidekick on Wednesday nights of Rob from Concert Junkies. What's up, Rob?
Not much.
Not much. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Awesome. And with us today, we have Illusions of Grandeur.
What's up, guys?
How you guys doing?
Good. I'm fucking tired.
We're doing well.
Yeah,
I took one before we came on. Rob woke me up, actually. That's when I found out. I'm like, wait, what? Hold on, I got this.
So you're officially woke.
Yeah.
I'm officially woke on many different levels. That's something totally different. We won't go there, right, Rob?
No, we will not. Let's not go there.
Wait, would you guys like to introduce yourselves for everyone who doesn't know who you guys are? Where are you from?
I'm Maggie. I'm the Siren. I'm the vocalist and melody writer for Illusions of Grandeur.
I am CM. I'm the bassist, and I play the Archangel in the Siren song of Illusions of Grandeur.
Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
So who's not with us?
Ted
Our
Aries, our drummer. And Julian Yeager, Dominoes, he's our guitar player. And probably about like 20 other people that are behind the scenes. But they're the two guys that are on stage with us. So.
Yeah, the other gentleman on stage with us. They're in Philly. We're in York, Pennsylvania. So.
Okay. Well, thank you for you two being able to make it. It's been a month since I've done this with Rob. I feel a little rusty. I felt weird even when I did it on mine on Sunday. I'm like, it's like, wait, let me get back to the character here.
Yeah.
But what's up, Rob? Missed you, man.
Missed you too.
Yeah.
I'm going to start off with a hard question here.
Do it.
Sure.
Jump right into it.
What do you want to leave as your legacy?
I want to leave as my legacy.
Yeah.
The lyrics of the music are really important to me. So if they could resonate, hopefully, into the future. I was actually just having this discussion last night that, when you record and you leave music, whether it's, instruments or your voice or lyrics, like I hope that it would resonate into the future because that is what's left. That's what's left behind. Like once you're gone, the music keeps going, right? So it's gone after, once we're gone, it still keeps going. So I would hope that like the message that I'm sending across in my story through the story itself, because I do a lot of double entendre writing. So there's a story and then there's also personal feelings and stuff in the music itself. So I'm hoping that goes on long after Illusions of Grandeur is no longer here. Go.
Songs.
Your turn.
Songs. Good songs. Solid songs that people will be listening to like I listen to, Muddy Waters or
Morrison
or Redbone or listen to, Supertramp, one of the greatest bands ever. Just great songs. That's a great enough legacy. If you're good enough to write one, you know what I mean?
Just one.
That's it.
Like a memorable one.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. So that's
I'll
how
let you go too. I'm gonna let him ask too, because when I start talking, I forget and I just keep going. So I'll jump ahead of myself. I'm calling myself out. I know what I do. I like to talk.
All good.
All right,
Bro.
all right. I'm gonna throw this in the ring here. Last Supper scenario. Who are your 12 people? One female. It could be musicians. It could be cartoons. It doesn't matter.
Only one female?
Yeah.
There was only one Mary Magdalene, or yeah, there was Mary. And who was the other one?
Women weren't even represented back then.
Oh man, that ain't cool.
I'll let you add. I'll let you add another one.
Okay, so 2 females.
You can
There you
have
go.
2 females.
Samantha Wiseman and Maria Brink.
There you go.
This guy.
Do I count as a female?
Yeah, no.
No, thank God.
My dad.
You're like making it all personal and shit. Like
I'm making it personal. You
I
got
got
a
a
whole.
whole-
You're like he's gonna make like a scene. I'm doing. It's a personal question.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know, but I'm at 4, and I don't got any more. Probably my brothers. I got a couple.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I don't know. One of them I can take or leave sometimes. He's an asshole.
I'm happy.
It depends what month it is. I get it. It depends on the season, what time of day.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So I got 6. Damn, 12 is a lot, man.
That's
Shit, I
what
don't
was
even know if I have
up
like 12 good friends.
They could be cartoons. They could be freaking
Okay.
Harry freaking Potter. It doesn't matter.
Even somebody who's dead. I mean,
Musicians to freaking.
Okay, so
Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin. Well, Janis Joplin. No, Dimebag Darrell for sure. Bob Marley. Look at this table. This is a clusterfuck, y'all.
It's gonna be. There's gonna be some hot smoke at that table.
Well, all right, so we're what? We're at 8.
Yeah.
I need 4 more.
Yeah.
Theodore, my drummer. Did I say that already?
Alvin and Simon.
Alvin and Simon. Yeah. Damn, dude, that's a hard question. I got 8. I'm feeling pretty good. I need 4 more. I don't know. I think I'm capping at 8.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, it all depends. It's not personal for me, but I mean, you
I took it personally.
took it personally.
Okay.
I did.
She takes a lot of things personal. Kid.
No, I don't. I just, it's we're talking about the Last Supper here, man.
It's my
Who's
last.
at
It's
my-
like my last.
It's my
supper.
Last Supper. Who's at my table?
It's my last supper. Oh my
You know?
God.
That's what I'm saying.
Bill Putnam.
Oh, Jonathan Davis.
Jonathan
Jesus.
Davis.
Oh yes.
Oh my God. Yeah. Between Jonathan Davis and Maria Brink, that's like my.
I am a
That's probably
huge
one-
Maria Brink.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I
That's
hope
probably the
there
answer
was.
to another one of my questions later. All right, so
I don't know they're gonna ask anything that person.
all right, so I got 9. I can't think of any others. You go.
You know what? Throughout the interview, if you think of someone, just yell it out.
Yell it out.
Yeah.
Yell it out.
Big question, just blurt it out.
That's
I
fine.
think I got Tourette's.
You want me to answer this?
He said both of us, right?
Really?
I think
Yeah.
so, right?
Yeah, each
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a round table of like my heroes: Bill Putman, Terry Date, Kevin Churko, Jane Churko, Bob Rock, Eric Valentine.
Oh,
who I could
definitely
just
Eric
sit and talk
Valentine.
to all day.
That's a good one.
Um,
Billy Sheehan?
Billy Shan,
One female.
Sylvia Massey. That's the female because she just produces great records and I love her. She's a great person. Let me see. I would put Travis Johnson in there.
Travis. Okay,
and
that's one for me too.
Randy Wenzel because Randy's like my spirit animal. Yeah, if I can bring back people from the dead, I definitely would want to sit and talk with Dimebag Darrell and
Hell
Vinnie
yeah.
Paul because it's like salt and shaker. You gotta have both.
Yeah.
You know,
Salt and pepper shaker.
I don't know how many I'm up to, but that would be like my tip. Someone's got to cook, so.
Well, that's my job.
I'd have to. There you go. Okay, great.
Mm.
I'm good. That would be my last supper. I don't know how much eating would get done.
Damn, dude, that's a tough question. I like it though, because it makes you think.
And he went through his answer. See, he had plenty of time to think about this while you were going.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Ditto.
That's a good
That's good,
question
though.
though, because it makes you think. That's good. I like it. Very cool.
Yeah. All right, so I want to talk about you guys. I always bounce into it. Sorry, it's my habits. I cut them off. Let's see. Let's skip around here. All right, so what have you guys been up to? How's 2022 been treating you? What's it treating? Did you
Good.
hear that?
Yeah, busy. Really freaking busy.
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of shows, a lot of recording, a lot of writing.
Yep.
Just so we have so much. We're like Saturday starts like pulling the trigger on the next
string
you
of
know,
shows.
We were in Philadelphia at JC Dobbs, praying, you knock on wood, we don't get shot.
Yeah.
And then from there on out, we go back out on the road with our buddies in Offensive and Ashes to Vanity.
So I'm excited about.
What happened? Did they freeze? They froze.
I think they.
I thought they were thinking really hard for a second.
Same here.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're
Yes. Yes.
here.
I didn't move, I swear.
And then we're just,
You are definitely okay. You're definitely
Okay.
okay.
yeah, so we just have a bunch of show dates coming up, and then we're starting production on the next record, and then it's just and like we're actually, it's funny. I was just looking at the calendar, and I'm like, yeah, it's December.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because that's how it goes. Like once you start out doing stuff, it just
It
flies
goes.
by.
Mm.
So
And in the middle of all that, we're trying to write the next album too. We're working on
we're actually
songs.
sitting in the studio,
Yeah.
taking a break from our recording session right now.
Well, see, and that's and that's how it gets too. And you put so much on your plate. Like, I can squeeze this and I can do this. You start planning 6 months ahead while you're still planning one thing from the beginning.
Yeah.
And then you just become overloaded. It's like boom, 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 boom. Blink, it's the next year. It's like, dude,
Yep. Oh, that's
they went by
definitely.
way too damn fast.
We got screwed up this year because we had a whole European tour planned, and Putin kind of killed that for us when the war started, because we tour a lot in the Ukraine. We have a lot of friends there, and around that, we actually had Monday. We were booked to play in Moscow.
Yeah.
That would be killer.
It was booked. Like, we were playing this Dobro festival. We were headlining one of the nights, but war. So that didn't happen.
Well,
Way to bring a room down.
that was not what I was expecting to hear.
All sunshine.
Well, yeah, I can see that. That's some shit.
Yeah. So,
So we've been lucky because there's been a lot of American dates that have picked up.
yes, which is cool for us because this is actually the first year that we've really played America.
Like a lot.
Yeah, a lot. We started in January with Offensive. We did the Sirens and Demons tour. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was really cool because, again, we've had plenty of one-off shows in the U.S., but never like an actual tour. In 2018 and 2019, we were overseas,
Pretty
and
much.
then 2020, we were supposed to be back in UK and all that, but with COVID,
Right.
which seemed to last like 2 years, so we worked on our album and stuff during all that time, and a bunch of videos, which we're still doing as well. We're still cranking out videos. We got the next one kind of getting ready to line that one up, and then
all the videos just appeared on iTunes. I don't know.
oh yeah,
I'm
they're
a
on
fan of
iTunes
Apple,
too, which is really cool.
And on a really great TV station in Arizona
Yes.
that broadcasts worldwide. They're called Focus TV. So check them
What
out.
station is that?
Focus TV. FUQ or FOQUS.
Yeah.
Focus TV. They're like
They're like
actual,
MTV.
It's like MTV. They actually play
Yeah.
music videos all the time.
It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Really? I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah, they're very
Check it out.
cool. They're very cool. You can send people their way, and they're really receptive, and they've been really great with us, like super supportive.
Yeah.
So
They play right now. We have 6 of the videos out for the Siren Saga on the
Yeah.
site, and they're playing all of them.
Yeah.
So it's really very cool. They're very supportive of independent music.
yeah,
Do they play just like metal and rock, or do they play all genres?
They play
they play all
everything.
genres. There's country
Really?
on there. There's some single, like just what do you call it, like solo artists. I've seen a couple of female solo artists, R&B, rap. Yeah, there's some reggae on there, like all kinds of
Wow.
stuff.
And then
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
then there's us.
Yep.
And we've actually done like some promos for them and some behind the scenes stuff, and it's
Yeah, they're
fun.
really
It's
cool.
like getting in on the ground floor. Of like, something really cool. So
Yeah,
go check them out.
yeah, they're pretty
We
cool.
need MTV back.
Yes, we
Yo, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started thinking in my head, I want my MTV.
Uh-huh.
God, I miss it. Like, you couldn't take me away from the TV. You couldn't get if I was outside, I never wanted to come home. But if I was home, you couldn't get me off the TV. It was always
Before
MTV.
it became
Always
a
a-
game show network,
Yeah,
reality TV and game show.
Yep.
and Beavis and Butthead for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was all over
Have
that.
Have you
I
seen
can't wait
it?
to see the new movie. I'm stoked on that. Just saying.
Have you seen it yet?
No, I just said I can't wait to it.
I didn't
I'm gonna
know.
see it's. you know what? I don't like going to the movies that often, but I got it with them. I'm definitely gonna go. So anyway, moving on from that. So any plans of coming to Chicago?
I don't know. Do we have any plans for Chicago?
We'd love to. We had we've talked to a couple of different promoters as we started heading out west. So I wouldn't say no. I think we'll probably get something together maybe for. I don't want to be in Chicago in December. Put it that way.
Neither do I.
December
So probably,
is not bad. It's actually not. It's more like January, February.
Yeah,
December
that-
is starting to
that-
become to the part where you're starting to go, okay, it's coming. You know it's coming.
the January tour that we did, we ended up starting to call it when we were
cold.
It was absolutely freezing the entire. Like,
Miserable.
let's go to Pittsburgh in January.
Mm-mm.
Seems like a good idea.
Freezing. I actually bought a space heater and just started taking it everywhere with me.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. It was freezing. I'm like, how am I supposed to warm up in a room that's like 30 degrees? Like,
Yeah, it was fun.
If that was the coldest we could get, I would be very happy. But yeah, that doesn't exist in Chicago. That's just like an average fall day.
Yeah,
We'll get
no,
full
I
seasons
can't do
in one
it.
day. It's insane.
So yeah, we hope to get out to Chicago. Right now, there's no plans, but we're looking at Midwest states like out through Wisconsin and whatnot. And so I don't see why we wouldn't be, but nothing locked down. Right now, we have everything announced out through the end of September, and then we'll be announcing like the next wave, October and November, and then usually December we take a good portion of the month off because of the holidays.
Yeah.
It makes sense. So, let's see. Let's say the Siren.
Yes.
Love the name.
Thank you.
And so your journey has begun as the Siren, right? How long has that been going on for?
I guess I've been the Siren since 2015, technically.
Yeah.
I've always had like a kinship with Greek and Norse mythology, so it's always interested me since I was like 15 years old.
So for like 2 years.
Yeah, like 2 years. I wish.
Who's your Persephone?
I actually don't have a Persephone, but she's in the story. She's actually a big part of the story.
I was wondering if she had something to do with that. I was wondering if you were finding your Persephone. Are you your Persephone?
No,
I was
I'm
wondering
not my
about
Persephone.
that.
I'm the protector of Persephone, and I lose
Right,
her.
that's why I said if you found her.
That's
Okay.
that's how I lose my wings. That's how I get banished out of Mount Olympus. I'm supposed to protect her, and she gets taken by Hades, as the story goes. And then I get banished by Demeter and Zeus.
Yep.
So I used the beginning part of the story, just like you're saying, just so people would have some familiarity with it. So it'd be like, oh, if you know anything about it, you kind of know that part of the story. That's like the hook, if you will.
That's our first
Yeah.
of the Siren.
Yeah.
Introduce the story.
Right.
And that's what I was thinking, when I saw, that you were, that you go pretty much see yourself, you call yourself the Siren, and I'm like, I wonder.
Yep.
Because I'm really big on ancient history.
Nice.
I actually, before I got pregnant with my kids, before I got, the first one, I found out I was pregnant with her when I was almost 4 months pregnant, and I just got accepted to Northern Illinois University for archaeology. And I wanted to be an Egyptologist specifically. I'm very, very big on Egyptology. But,
That's awesome.
the Greek mythology, everything that ties in, it's just like
definitely
amazing part of our history. And whether it's here or there, it doesn't matter. It's human history. And it's crazy to see how people lived, and people complain today that they have it rough. It's like, look how we were raised compared to what people were raised like just 500 years ago. It's a totally different life,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we decided to do like not just a concept album, but a trio of concept albums, like a saga. And saga's usually told in 3 parts.
Yeah.
I liken it for people who just would go like, what? Star Wars. Just 1, 2, and 3, or like 4 or 5.
Right.
And that's kind of how we did it. And this first album was the Songs of the Siren, which came out in 2018. Yeah. And then in 2021, the Siren album, which we're touring now, is the second part. And then just much like most sagas, puts us in the worst possible situation.
Right.
It's the Battle album, which is
we're in the underworld.
We're in the underworld. It's been a lot of fun. If you watch the videos, that'll kind of show you that. And then now we're writing the Siren Rises, which will be the third part. We don't know when that'll come out, but we're working on it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. What are your 2 favorite animals?
Ooh.
It's like a three-part. It's a three-part question. So
Okay.
A rhino and a hyena.
Get That's
Oh.
he's such a smart ass.
I'm serious.
I think
Tell me you don't have a rhino in your front yard like anyone's coming to your house.
nobody fucks with a rhino, man. I'd be real cliche, but I have to say dogs. Dogs have been in my life, my whole life. My
Puppies and
parents,
kittens?
yeah, my parents used to breed American bulldogs, and they
Okay.
still have them to this day. They don't breed them anymore, but they have them. So dogs for me, and I don't know.
They breed children too.
They do breed children. There's a
Wow.
shit ton of us. Probably raccoons, and probably because of my kid. She loves raccoons, so.
And you thought my answer was
Raccoons.
weird?
They're
Dogs and
adorable.
raccoons.
I don't know. Now I've seen all these, like, you know, because he loves raccoons. So I'm seeing all these, like, little videos of raccoons on my Instagram feed. I'm like, holy shit, they're so cute. They're little hands and they, like, eat grapes and stuff. They're adorable. So those two.
Okay.
That's great.
So the second part of the question is, how do you feel about the ocean?
It needs some love, man. I think. Well, I don't know. That's a pretty broad question. One, I think it needs some love, and we need to stop, like, you know, fishing it so much and take care of it a little bit better, considering there's like a trash heap the size of what, Texas or some shit out there.
Yeah.
Secondly, I think there's a ton of things we don't know about it. Don't we supposedly know more about outer space than we do about the freaking ocean? And like the shit that's coming out of there that they're supposedly finding is pretty crazy.
No one's been to the bottom of the Mariana
And
Trench.
and the
And
third
like I have
part
a
of the-
kinship with it, with like water, because you know the siren. It's actually
and
my
the third-
sign.
And the third part of the question is, what do you feel about darkness?
That's another really broad question. It depends. I think there can be a lot of solace in darkness. I think you can learn a lot about yourself in darkness too, because the absence of anything going on and light and, you know, maybe silence going hand in hand with darkness. You know, I think there's a lot to be learned about yourself. It kind of forces you inward. And I personally think, like, to fix anything or be a better person or whatever, like, you have to go inside.
Mhm.
So I think darkness can be very valuable. And it doesn't necessarily have to be looked at as a negative, like, because I think sometimes it can be like associated with negativity, and I don't think it's necessarily the case. I think it'd be like a learning experience. And I have to, me personally, I gotta sleep in pure darkness. Like, I can't have like my phone
Same.
go off,
Same.
you know, like, or I wake up. So I think it can be a very useful tool, personally.
Okay.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. So, would you guys consider yourself spiritual?
Yes,
Yeah.
Definitely.
absolutely. Yeah.
Energy kind of it's interesting because touring and dealing with musicians and music,
Oh yeah.
the exchange of energy between audiences and music and
people.
musicians,
Yeah.
and it's powerful stuff, man. There's some juju out there.
It can be good, it can be bad. I think you have to protect yourself. I'm super spiritual. I've been into Reiki, God,
Since I've known you.
17 years I've been a Reiki master and spiritual, you know, on my spiritual journey, I guess you could say, you know, kind of witchy, I guess, you know, maybe you can kind of see that a little bit. I always say I'm very spiritual. I'm not really religious at all. So
I get that. I totally get that, actually. What about you?
Yeah, I'm very spiritual. I'm not organized religion is, you know, the opiate of the masses. I don't do it. But yeah, energy and light, and I've learned a lot from working with her.
I pulled him in.
Pulled me into the darkness.
I pulled him in.
You know,
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
The darkness is
There it
beautiful.
is.
come to play with you.
Darkness is beautiful. You don't know what's on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. Bring on through. No, yeah, I do. I you know, energy. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
It is. It's exchange of energy. That's what music is. I mean, tones and
Sound waves
sounds and
and-
sound waves, and
Mhm.
you know, it's an amazing journey. And the more you learn about it, the stranger it gets.
I think the more you're in tune with it too, the quicker you can kind of like feel your situation out, like read your situation. Like, I'm sure you've had experiences like where you meet somebody and like, you know, right away, like, I've known you, or like, I know this person, or
Right.
or the opposite. Like, ooh,
or get
I don't know
away
what's
from
going on, but like I can't be in your energy, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that happens a lot on the road and stuff because it's either one or the other almost. Like you immediately connect with somebody, or it's kind of like, ooh, I don't know what it is, but I can't be around you. You know, it's not personal either because I feel like sometimes I'm misread on that a little bit. Like I'm very like I go where my energy flows,
Mhm.
and it's just because maybe you and I or whoever, like me and whoever, aren't right for each other, it doesn't make like you bad or me bad, or like it's not like it's not good or evil or whatever. It just is, you know.
Yeah.
Like some people just aren't meant to be with other people in whatever manner. You know, it's not like necessarily, oh well, I don't like you. Like no, like it just we're not meant to cross paths for whatever reason.
Your vibes just don't mix. You
Right.
feel it.
Right. Or
Yeah.
vice versa. You know.
Yeah. Totally understand that. So if let's say as a child, I was to ask you into simpler terms or into, basically simple terms, how would you define spirituality to a child who's curious to learn more about it?
Ooh,
Or it's an adult who's curious to learn about it. It doesn't have to be a child.
That's a good question. I think spirituality is, first of all, I
To
think
you.
Go ahead.
No, to you. You know, I mean, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
I don't want you to represent everyone. I'm like your,
No.
your personal opinion
thought
of
it was
spirituality, how you see it, how you portray it, how you would tell or try to explain it to another person.
I always look at it as almost like people's definition of faith.
That's a good way
It's
to
the
look at it.
absence of proof, but still believing.
Oh, I love that.
So,
Yeah.
Spirituality is, you feel it,
Yeah.
right there. And I've had these conversations with people I've worked with or and told them, like, when you're doing something wrong because you feel it right there.
Right.
If you don't, you got bodies under your house. So yeah, if it's that simple. You know what's right and you know what's wrong. I think almost everyone.
All right. It's simple. It is very simple.
And I think they just froze again.
Oh, the joys. You know what? For you, it freezes. For me, I turn it off on accident.
Did you shut it off?
I always think it's us because we're in like this little closed off room in the studio.
Oh no, it's there's
I'm
actually
like, oh,
I have
shit,
to
our
like
internet's
wire
like...
this in because it's like a Faraday cage. So yeah, I mean that for me, if we're still like going on that, spirituality is just the absence of proof yet still believing. You know it.
That's great. I like that.
You know your truth, man.
Yeah.
I just think there's like a greater connection between all of us. And
look at me
like
getting
that.
All deep.
No, that was really good because that's what I was kind of going to say, something similar, but just like
You were not. You were going to steal my answer.
I was not going to steal my answer. So like we're all connected, and you can't see it, but there's like an energetic thing between all of us.
I definitely see a whole lot of energy between you guys. You guys are cracking me up.
We spent a lot of time on the road together and working together, and you kind of like break down the crap and just start being like, I don't
give a shit. I just tell them what's up.
Yeah, we're the level of brutalness in our band is.
It's good though.
It's pretty extreme, and it's awesome because like everyone, everyone knows and is good with it. Everyone's adults.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So
that was a good answer though. I like your answer, Sam.
Yes.
Check.
Yes.
Sorry. I had one good answer. Let's write that down.
I liked it.
All right,
we give you props for that one. If there's another, we'll let you know.
Go for it.
Go ahead, Rob.
All right, I'll throw a fun question in now. If you can be any object in the world, what would you want to be?
Any object?
Yes, an object. Yes.
Don't you dare! I already know where his head's going. Freaking weirdo.
We'll say that out loud.
I don't know. I think I'd want to be an instrument.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go.
Like an upright bass.
I would want to be Jaco Pastorius' 1956
Damn, that's
jazz
specific.
bass, fretless jazz bass that now tours with Rob Sharejo. But I'd want to be back when he was working with Joni Mitchell.
See, he just stole my answer. I said bass and then he said bass. Just because mine's upright,
You said
it's all
instrument.
different.
I said bass.
Well, no, I said bass. I said upright bass. See?
That's a double bass. I'm talking about electric bass.
Okay, I'm talking about upright
They're
bass.
two different worlds.
wants to
watching
shop
you.
this person.
That's
There you
great.
go.
I'm gonna be the base of doom. Who does not?
Oh, that is too funny. I thought of a question while you guys were talking. I couldn't even finish writing it down. I just listening to you.
Hit me, go girl.
It's great.
Pat Benatar.
That's an object.
It's an answer. I don't know.
Oh wow, that is too funny. Was there a second part, Rob?
I was waiting for a second. Sorry. If you could actually pick your own bill,
Oh.
who would you want on it?
You had this conversation last night.
In this moment, Korn. I don't care if they're not here. Pantera.
Yeah, we can bring people
If
back.
you can bring people back from the dead, yeah, definitely Pantera. But in this moment, Korn, Avatar.
Hell yeah.
Fucking love Avatar.
I would be there in 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's probably my like dream lineup. In this moment, Korn, Avatar.
I'm going
And
to
us.
say ditto.
Okay, how about female fronted only?
In
In
this
this moment, Korn.
I know it. Girl, I feel you. I totally understand.
they're my
Yeah.
two.
Oh, yeah, we
favorites.
love you.
In this moment, and a pretty reckless.
Yeah, in this moment, Pretty Reckless and us.
Joan Jett.
Yeah.
Pat Benatar. I told you that
Oh
was
my
the answer.
god. This
She's
guy-
in Chicago this week.
She is. Yeah, no, I've been seeing people post about
Yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
fucking
And why
awesome.
aren't I going?
She's
Because
on a
I-
stadium tour. Apparently, she's killing it. There's some
Yeah.
other bands on it
Fucking
too,
awesome.
but
Yeah.
you know, they're just
Yeah,
all over the journey.
Def Leppard, and yeah, that's dude.
Yeah.
I would so fucking go. I would totally go, but life.
Some of these
Yeah.
new upstarts, Bonnie Crew.
I gotta work. I
Yeah,
gotta work.
good girl.
Yeah. That's it. So you guys were in Europe for a little while, a few years ago. You said, right?
Oh yeah.
Did you guys find any inspiration while you were out there? Inspirational ideas that you use now in your music?
Gratitude, because UK. Well, UK is pretty. They're pretty set. They're pretty much very similar to the United States. But when you go to like other countries like the Ukraine and God, where else were we?
In Germany, and
Germany, like
we tend to tour a lot. I mean, we're not touring A markets. We're touring B markets because that's the size. We're literally we're on the D list, I guess you call it. But we toured Ukraine, because like our promoter presented us and they ate us up. They're like, oh my God, it's got it's theatrical, it's metal, it's rock, and they loved us, right? And they embraced us right from the start. Same thing in the UK. And the real thing, especially like being in Paris and being in Spain, just
Germany.
Not really Germany because they work very hard, but in Paris and Spain and whatnot, it's not you work to live, not live to work.
Yes.
And you just and their dedication and love of music and like I thought we were going to go over and play for like 2 people and a dog for a little while, and we walked in the packed houses and we just couldn't.
I couldn't believe it.
The support, but it really there's such a dedication and following.
Yeah.
And that's kind of became our home.
Yeah.
So much that we really didn't really play in the States very much. It just there wasn't
really
a demand
that's a
for
very
us.
big difference in crowd, huh?
Yeah, well, it is. It's just the people are so much different. It's just so interesting how they don't even know who you are, and they automatically are just there to listen to good music and excited that you're there. And in some cases, they were like singing our music back to us. I'm like, what?
We went in the towns
hell?
where
Like,
they
don't speak
They
English,
spoke a
but
good
they're
broken English.
but then they're singing the lyrics back to me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you even know who I am? Like, how do you
Because they saw the poster and they
and then
looked
they
up
searched it, I
IRG
guess,
music, and they went and just listened to us, and it was really
It was an enlightening
it was very
experience.
enlightening, and that's kind of we took that back from the road that maybe when you're out playing small clubs and 25 people 30 people are showing up, they're your audience here, but there's a larger world out there. It's not just about playing in Philly or playing in Cleveland or playing in Delaware. It's you can get other places, and it's not out of your reach. We just said from day one we're going to go play festivals in Europe, and a lot of people look at you like,
what?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We reached out and we got booked on festivals, and we played them, and it was awesome. And it's been kind of our lifeblood up until really
Very recently.
till we'd be there right now. But we'll go in 2023. Things will settle down.
Well, that's good. So you definitely feel, well, as you said, more enlightened. How do you feel you guys have grown since when the band first started?
Oh my God, in so many ways. So many evolutions of that, I would say. We've grown, definitely members, changing out and getting stronger as like finding I always say there's like a million great musicians, but you have to find your people, because you can have the greatest guitar player, greatest drummer, whatever, but if you guys don't vibe, like it just isn't, it's not going to be there, and then also too, just like the evolution of us and the band, like what I used to wear and the way my war paint used to be, and trying to learn what works best for stage, because I've had outfits that I can't move in, or that I'm so hot I'm sweating my ass off. I always say my elbows sweat.
The armor days.
The armor days.
When we started out, we kind of went full force into like the Siren Saga, the battle
Vikings
element, and we were in like, it was foam and stuff, but it was armor.
Right.
There were some
Super
nights
hot.
where we almost passed out on stage.
I definitely did. On 2300 Arena, I had to like step backstage for a second because I thought I was going down.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's evolved. The music has evolved for sure. I think we've gotten a little heavier.
We're always learning.
Yeah, we're always learning and we're always growing. And I always say, like, as long as you're taking steps forward, like you're getting somewhere. It doesn't have to be some monumental something or another. It's just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward.
Gotta be
Yeah, like one step at a time, and just like kind of keep learning from it and keep getting better. Like now we have all these amazing videos, and I've like watched the evolution of our videos and just see like how better, because everything's in house. So he does everything, like all the editing, and, we put all of our scenes together, all the costumes, everything.
We write the script.
We write
plan
the scripts.
out. We film everything. We edit everything here in our studio, and it's fun.
We just actually did that. We just looked back on all the videos and we're like, wow, we're getting better. That's cool. Like,
at least we think.
Well,
but it's, over the 7 years we've been doing this, I think it's just been, if you're not learning and growing and changing, then
what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's good. So you definitely have grown to a better level. Learned a lot along the way. I think they froze. Yeah.
Yep.
They'll be back. There they are.
And poof, they're back.
And we're back.
Is that
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's okay. You know what? You're keeping us on our toes. We don't know if you're just not talking or if it's me and Rob, we're both like, well, we don't know yet. After a minute, it's like, yep, it's a glitch.
Let's freeze it like 300.
And then just when you connect, black.
Exactly.
I'll fall off my tree.
That'd be great. So you guys have definitely grown for better reasons and heavier, as you think. You think it's gotten heavier. What is the band's future plans? Do you have any other goals you want to reach or that you're on your way to?
The third record.
Yeah.
Is in right. We keep the goals like we have. Like, I don't want to bore you with our business plan, but it's like short-term, mid-term, and long-term plans.
Yeah.
And the short-term right now is the tour, and the mid is getting the next record out. We've been lucky to sign with a great record label out of Canada, Revulsion of Spirit, Universal Music, and they're super, super supportive.
Yes,
and in this day and age of the music industry, which is kind of wonky, is the only word I could put rather than using Clifford. So it's we're planning that, and then it's an ever growing thing. The live show has started with some banners and some staging, and it grows and grows and grows. So I'd say our plans are to continue to evolve and get bigger. Yeah, at least we hope.
We hope, and that's that thing too. The like one step at a time thing. I think we try to remain really humble and grateful for all the opportunities that we've been given, and just like sort of take everything as it comes. And just I always say to like other bands, like up and coming bands and stuff, like just keep going. Like you're gonna have haters, you're gonna have whatever, you're gonna have a bad show, you're gonna have things. Just do you and keep going. Yeah.
But do you really have a bad show? It's a learning experience.
Exactly. No, that's true.
It's not a bad show.
I've had some bad shows. Like
But,
horrible.
but if you learn something from it, it's not really
No, that's true. That's very
technically
true.
bad show.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you're right. That is really true. I mean, and then generally when that happens, I know like just recently we've had some sound difficulties,
Yeah,
and it forces you to kind of like take 5, break down like in our case, like our in-ear rig and our system and like see what the fuck happened, and like kind of reassess. And then at rehearsal, like that's our focus. Like you go through the set and everything, and then it's like, okay, what do you have? What are you hearing? And you like reassess where you're at. So like, it's like you're saying, it's a learning experience.
Now that I know they froze because his hand stopped.
Oh.
They'll be back.
We will. She left.
They're back and she's gone.
This one time at Bandcamp. Yeah. We actually just loaded our album, The Siren, on the Bandcamp. This newfangled thing called Bandcamp. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah.
And we didn't do it for a long time. And so we just did Bandcamp, and the response has been like amazing. It's so awesome. But yeah, she had, I'm not going to tell you, she had to go to the bathroom. But yeah, the future of the band right now, we're just tour, keep our head down, keep writing, and keep going. That's what we find is like the cure-all for everything that Mike can want is just keep writing, keep playing.
Nice. So what's your favorite song to play?
My favorite song to play right now is a song called We Rise, just because it's got a lot of crowd participation. And actually, I have a funny story. I didn't know you were coming back.
Yeah.
I thought you were leaving. You were on the other side of the studio. We had a new roadie, Connor.
Oh, I love Connor. He's such a good
And
kid.
we have signs that we hand out.
I know.
That we hand out in the smaller clubs. Rise, because it's a big part. It's crowd participation songs.
Yeah.
We love it, and we're like, we're not reinventing the wheel. The Ramones did it, and everyone else did it. But I was like, this is really cool. So it's his first night on the tour, and we're out in Ohio, Canton or somewhere. And I on stage, and I realized he didn't bring the signs to the stage, so I got worried because the backstage wasn't like right there. So I yelled. I said, "Hey, make sure you get those signs." We're in the first song. Rise is 45 minutes into the set. Connor, all excited, takes the signs and hands them out to the audience. During the first song, so you had people standing in the audience with these signs for a song that wasn't going to happen for 45 minutes.
No idea what was going on.
But when it got there, man, they were ready.
That sign will be crowd surfing by the time the song finally starts.
And it gave me a reason to give Connor a lot of shit for like at least 10 shows.
Oh, he's awesome. Connor's a good kid. I don't even know what you guys are talking about, but that's a good story.
We're just, I don't even know.
Yes. What is his favorite song to play on stage? So now the question, which one is your favorite?
That's a good question. I don't know. I really like our opening song. I like Crossing Over a lot. Because it's like the introduction to the second album and the show itself that we, that we're performing right now. It was one of the first songs written? It was one of the first songs written for the second album. And I just feel like it kind of sets the stage, and it pulls me into the Siren. Because the Siren's very much a character, and
you have to get yourself into it.
Yeah, I have to get into the zone, and like just the opening of the song before I'm even on stage, it just kind of pulls me in a little bit, and then as soon as I start coming out, like I'm kind of transforming, if you will. So for me, I think probably Crossing Over. It's fun, and it.
Can I tell you why I love that song?
Why do you love that song?
I love that song because that song for me means we had balls. No joke. Our guitar players, our guitar players that were playing with us on the first album and on the first tours, great guys. As the pandemic hit and we were starting back in the rehearsals, decided that they didn't think touring was going to be good anymore. So they came to rehearsal, very professional. It was a great, splits, very businesslike, and so they just both left. So there's Ted, Siren, and myself sitting in a room, a drummer, a bass player, and a singer. And I was kind of like, oh, well, we're probably going to be offline for a while. And Ted looked at us and goes, no, let's just keep going. So literally when we did that first part of the album, we were a three-piece.
It was just us. Yeah.
And it was interesting because we just decided, fuck it, we're just going to keep going. So I played guitar on everything, and we made the video as a 3-piece, and we actually, there's a new version of it out now. Our guitar player is dubbed into it, superimposed in, because he played on it. We had him retrack on the record, but for me that it's like balls. We just kind of went like, we're going screw. Who needs guitar players? We're going to keep going. And and it's funny because I used to look at bands like Genesis or like Depeche Mode or something like that. Like, how are there's like 2 guys? How are they like that's in a typical band thing? And I kind of got it. I was like, if we might be going on as like the Cure with a bass, drummer, and a singer. Like, we didn't know if we were going to bring a guitar player in. So
that's solid though. We just kept going. That's
song,
another part of
that song rang the bell that we're going to keep going no matter what.
Yeah.
Nice.
Da, 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 da.
I like that.
So at this time, I'm going to let you flip it on me. You can ask me anything.
You remind me of somebody, and I can't put my finger on it.
He's got a doppelganger here right by where I live, 5 minutes away. I see the guy once a week. Every time I'm like,
yo, Rob. Oh, no, that's not.
What's your favorite Nirvana song? I'm wearing a Nirvana shirt, so I have to ask.
There you go.
Probably Heart-Shaped Box.
Ooh,
nice.
Good one.
That is a good one.
Good one.
Oh, yeah. Right on. Well, no, I feel like I'm like animating you over here. I'm like, I feel like if you had something else, you'd be a chef or some shit. Like, do you like to cook? I'm like I have a whole persona for you over here. Like, you're like a chef, and if you weren't a radio host, you'd be a chef. Do you like to cook?
A little bit.
You look like you'd be a good cook.
A little bit.
Yeah?
I have to be in the mood too, but yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's what, I don't know why. You kind of remind me of like...
I can order off a menu like...
You'd be like a boss cook.
Business.
What do you remind me of?
Okay.
I don't know. You look familiar to me. I can't put my finger on it. You remind me of somebody.
What's your favorite?
you guys are close to each other. I mean, you guys probably might have walked right past each other down the damn street.
Not that far.
Where in Jersey are you?
I'm in Central Jersey, but I lived in Allentown for a while.
Oh,
Okay.
no shit. Okay.
Yeah, I lived in Allentown, Pennsylvania for a couple of years.
Okay.
Now I feel bad for
I
you.
used to live in Reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now he's got a whole set of questions.
No, I mean, Billy Joel didn't really write it about Allentown, PA. It was Allentown,
Yeah.
But no, so why did you get into podcasting?
It was actually a conversation at a karaoke bar.
Oh, no shit.
Since
What's your favorite type of karaoke? Say Journey. Say Journey.
They actually played Journey last night, but
All right.
Nice.
yeah, I was at a karaoke bar and I was having a conversation, and since I'm known to go to every show possible, I was even actually at the Chainsmokers on the 1st.
Nice.
July.
Right on.
Like, I listen to everything, so I'm everywhere.
Nice.
Nice.
They actually, my initial CM stands for can't make it, because I'm an engineer, so I don't go to live shows. I used to, and then my hearing started to suffer. And
Oh, really?
so bands would invite me, and I'd be like, I will try and be there if I can, and blah blah. And they started going like, "Oh, CM stands for can't make it." So, but there's a reason, because these are my money. So
Yeah. So I'm pretty much at pretty much any show. There's only 2 people I do not support.
Melissa Etheridge and Hart.
No. I'm not.
I'm like waiting. I'm just listening.
Yeah, I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
I'm waiting to hear his answers.
Yeah, no Nickelback and no Corey Hart.
Oh, I was not a Corey Hart fan until recently. Slipknot has kind of crawled under my skin recently.
Wrong person.
That's Corey Taylor.
Oh, Corey Taylor, Corey
I'm gonna
Hart.
push him off his chair.
Told you. Got to watch it.
There's a lot of Corys out there.
Yeah. Oh, Corey Hart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is. So screw it.
Sunglasses at Night.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
damn. Are we talking like an 80s song?
It makes you think that right away, doesn't it? But
Yeah,
Yeah.
is that not it?
Yeah.
No, it
I
is.
wear,
Okay.
I wear sunglasses at night.
Okay, so I was on the same page. Okay. No, that's fair.
He's
I
the
don't really know
reason.
too much.
He's the reason I got kicked out of a bar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fair. I was gonna say I don't know too much about him, so I don't know the.
I had a
Story
good Sully Erna story, but I can't
Oh,
tell it
jeez.
because I have a restraining order now. But
All right.
got no fight with them.
Nah.
So I got a question. What would your dream video look like? What would you have if you could have everything you wanted for the ultimate music video? What would it be?
Red Rocks.
The Red Rocks, yeah. We talk about that a lot. Like going to Red Rocks to shoot or play. That's definitely a dream venue of ours for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that because that goes back to the energy thing, like the energy just in the earth there.
Yeah, Red Rocks is spiritual.
It is, and the sound, the resonation from the sound, like just from the natural formation of the
and
earth.
now I'll name drop. We were hanging out last night with Travis Johnson.
You can't say anything.
Oh,
Jesus, he's such an asshole.
in this moment. Red Rocks. Everybody knows it. It's booked. Ice Kill 9 and Black Veil Brides are open.
They're playing there.
Yes, I'm not saying anything. They're not giving the secrets away. We got ink. I got ink from.
Yeah, we both got tattoo. I don't know. Now it just looks like I'm showing you my armpit. There's a tattoo back there.
There's a whole
That's funny.
But we had a long conversation until very late in the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah.
With Travis about Red Rocks.
Yeah, he's a very, very kind individual. Been a huge fan of him in this moment before they were even what they are today. Like back on Warped Tour and when Maria wore like the Alice in Wonderland outfit and shit.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
I know. That's what he said. He's like, I don't know. We were talking songs. I was like, dude, Lost at Sea is like one of my favorite. He's like, holy shit, you are an old fan. I was like, yeah.
I think you just said you're old.
Yeah. No, he's old. I'm not.
We're showing our age. You know what? It's okay because we grew up in a beautiful time of music.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, man. When you had to be home when the street lights went off, we were just talking. He and I were just talking.
I didn't. I didn't listen to nothing even when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was a dick. Yeah, it was terrible. Doesn't surprise no one, I'm sure, though. I still don't like coming home early. Nothing's changed.
No.
So anything coming up that you guys would like to slip in, maybe give us a little heads up to keep our eyes open for? Anything for the public?
Saturday, July 9th.
This Saturday, July 9th, we'll be with the Eternal Frequency Phased Monument of Memory?
Monument of Memory, yes. At the JC Dobbs. Dobbs, it's called now.
Mm-hmm. Dobbs on South.
Where's that at?
That's a
club that I saw Nirvana at.
Yeah.
It's at 3rd and South.
Yes.
Okay, cool. We'll have a killer show.
Thank you.
One day I'll be able to get to see you guys soon, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
I need to come East Coast. I've been telling everyone keeps saying I really need to come out that way.
The best food in Chicago, just stay there.
That's
I love restaurants. I love Chicago.
You know what? I love Chicago, but that's about it. The money is insane. Just living in Illinois, I don't even need to explain it. Everyone that's here understands. If I could leave, I'll just cross the border. I'll just go over to Kenosha, Milwaukee. I'm all right. Hour and a half. That's all it is.
Hell yeah, Kenosha, baby. That's the spot.
Yeah, the temperature difference isn't too bad. It's already cold enough, but an extra 10, 15 degrees won't kill me. Once you're frozen, do you really feel the temperature keep dropping at that point?
Maybe just a little bit.
I don't know. I feel like I do. I'm not cut out for the cold.
I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it. I would love to be more in like the Arizona, Texas area, like that. Where there's that moderate. You'll still feel fall, but you're not going to feel sub-zero and -10 as a daily high, like you can in Chicago and Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Awesome. So, Rob, you want to go?
I guess I would just say go to iugmusic.com and check out the videos and stuff. And now go to Bandcamp.
Oh,
this
yeah.
one time when you went to our Bandcamp and bought our record, it made us really happy.
Yeah, we're on Bandcamp now, which is cool.
It's really cool. It's interesting.
I don't even know why we weren't. Now we are.
Poof. Now we are.
Poof, we are.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Rob, you got anything else you want to throw at him?
Yeah. Desert Island Scenario, 5 CDs. Who are you bringing with you?
You want me to go?
Oh, God. You go.
And before you ask us, you're going to have a CD player and batteries.
But
sucks.
it's Supertramp, Breakfast in America, AC/DC, Back in Black, Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power.
Same.
I'm actually a little bit stumped. Tapestry. I can't think of her name. Carole King. Best album ever written. And Revolver, the Beatles.
Wow, that's good. Good. And then 5 people?
No,
Or what?
5 CDs.
There's 5
I
CDs.
mean, 5 people to eat. If you're gonna have to be on the island, you gotta kill somebody.
Oh, just 5 CDs. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like 5 people too. Okay. So I definitely say Vulgar Display of Vanity.
Oh, Vanity.
Wow. Yeah. As well.
A little 40 slip.
All right. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I'm crossing my Corn CDs too. 'Cause I don't know. Corn anything.
Yes.
Like anything, and if it's possible that they're all on one CD, that one.
Greatest hits.
Yeah.
Not the Paradise.
The greatest hits or the Unplugged album.
Ooh.
Unplugged was freaking phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
Corn didn't unplug.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've
Phenomenal.
not heard that.
Yeah, he did. They're fucking amazing.
Changing my answer.
I
I want to go back.
want to go back. Yeah, maybe Corn Unplugged then. Yeah, I like that because I've listened.
Natural.
Yeah, it is. Think about the way he sings. It is natural. And then In This Moment, Blood. I'd say something from the Beatles too, because there's definitely something there that sings to my heart song for
Something
sure.
in the way.
Something in the Way.
Here it is.
Yeah,
You-
beautiful
you-
song. I don't know. What do I got? One more? Yeah.
Sure, why not?
I don't know. Probably like a Bob Marley greatest hits too, because if I'm stuck on a desert island, that's probably.
Does that come with a bag of weed?
Does it come with a bag? I don't know. I'm good on
If
that.
if you forgot your weed in the pamphlet, yeah, sure, why not?
It's like Cheech and Chong. Just comes with a big rap.
Just comes with it.
It comes with it.
That's too funny.
There you go. I like all music too, so that's a really difficult question. That was one of my favorite things you said, because I think good music is good music. I just like listen to everything pretty much. Maybe not country so much.
I'm about to say,
but
I'm very musically well-rounded. Very
Yeah,
musically
same.
well-rounded, you know.
We
But
play
yeah,
both.
there's still things I don't care for, like country.
yeah,
Not all of it.
either.
I-
A lot of
Both
country, the
styles of music,
crossover.
country and western.
Country. Get out of here. Yeah, no, I can't. I just can't get into it. Maybe
So
like
do you guys feel that you chose your passion, or did your passion choose you?
I'd say a little bit of both, because for me it's like a family thing. Like, my dad's a musician,
Okay.
and I used to go with my dad as a little kid to like band practice and stuff, and he kind of encouraged me to sing at a really young age, and I did.
Sing!
I
Damn
love it.
Sing!
I did love it. The first time I ever sung on stage, I remember the feeling, and I
You
remember
sang
it.
La Cucaracha?
I did. I sang La Cucaracha because Spanish blood.
That's great.
And yeah, so doing that, I knew that's what I wanted to do. I love to perform. I love to be on stage. So kind of both for me. You?
Did I?
Get out of here. That
No.
was-
Yeah, I mean, I started playing bass. I was 8. So I think it chose me, you know, like almost in like a pick of destiny way.
Yeah.
Are you self-taught?
No, I knew right away I needed lessons, so I went to a jazz conservatory, Settlement Music School, and then Berkeley, and BIT. Studied,
Cool.
and played for years. You know,
So
one
you
would think.
So you can read it. Oop, I'm dropping shit. So you can read and hear the music?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, if you don't do it often, you forget, and I've kind of forgotten.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
But it's like an acid trip. I can almost like see the notes in front of me sometimes, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Killer. So if you guys weren't musicians, what do you think you'd be doing?
I'd be acting or personal training for sure. So I'm a workout junkie.
Acting like a personal trainer.
Acting like a personal trainer.
I'd be an engineer.
Acting like a personal trainer.
because I'd be an engineer, because that's kind of what, when my music career failed in Los Angeles, that's what I did. I started recording music. So I don't know that I'd do anything else. I just had this conversation last night that I feel bad for people that aren't musicians. I just do, because I don't understand. Like, it's all I think about. It's all I do, like 24 hours a day. And I just never. I meet people and they're talking about, like, I respect them that they're in like football or baseball or they watch golf. I don't know, but and that's cool. But I'm like, no, man, I'm all in. I've been all in since I can remember, you know.
That makes sense.
So, what was your first concert?
Black Sabbath and Van Halen. No shit. 1978. I was 6 years old.
Wait, what year?
1978.
I was still in Dad's nutsack.
I wasn't here.
Like I
I wasn't supposed to be there either, but I got taken there by my very irresponsible uncle.
I was that oops that was created in 78. That was about it.
Probably at a Van Halen Black Sabbath concert, huh?
No, my parents actually were not and still aren't into metal, even though my dad said he managed a rock band in the 60s. I don't remember the name. Obviously, it wasn't that important if I can't remember it. But my mom grew up in Italy, so all I heard was Italian music. And then I heard a lot of Chubby Checker and, all kinds of like other, 50s and 60s. I guess you would say rock. It wasn't really rock. I don't know. What is that considered? I don't even know anymore.
R&B.
It's part of 20 genres now. If you the way music is now,
They call it dubstep.
Yeah. It's whatever. Can I bounce? Can I bang my head to it? That's all I care about.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So if we want to get merch, where can we go? Because I want to check it out.
iogmusic.com. Everything, we put everything on the website. There's a merch store, the music, everything all roads lead to iogmusic.com.
So all the links for everything,
just keep it real simple. If you go there, you can get on our YouTube, our Instagram,
social medias,
our Twitter, or buy shirts, buy music. Go to Bandcamp.
Go to Bandcamp. Yes.
I don't know if you're noticing that.
all these
Need a shirt. Facebook user needs a shirt.
Okay, I was wondering if I was the only one that saw that.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm like, maybe it's somebody I blocked. I don't know.
Thank you.
No, it's not showing me who it is, but
they blocked us. They
It's
blocked
creepy.
us.
That's like one of my weirdest things about Facebook. Like, it's a picture of me, right? And I can see that somebody shared it, but I'm not allowed to see who shared it because their settings are. I'm like, but it's a picture of me.
And especially if it's from your own page too, my phone gets a lot of times I can't see who shared it.
That shit's weird. I don't know. Like, am I crazy? Is that weird? Like,
so they're two separate questions.
Okay.
But it's probably because they collected it for their spank bank or something.
No, but this just weird. If it's a picture, it's me.
It's me.
So I'm guessing it's Miss Jackson.
Oh, what's up?
Hi.
I was gonna say, who's me?
That's what the photo's not there, so I'm guessing it's Miss Jackson.
The mystery.
You know what? Yeah. Great choices. Need a shirt. It's me.
So
who is me? I am him. Who is him?
I'm not. Yeah, well, I'm correct.
Yeah, it's
Mindy.
Well, he's got us all stumped.
What's up, Mindy?
Mindy.
We've yet to.
There we go.
That is funny as hell.
Stage with dying.
Yeah. Anyway, we were supposed to right before the pandemic or right during the.
It was during it. It was September of 2020. And
He's better with that than me.
It got canceled. I'm really not. It got canceled, but we'll get down there. We were in North Carolina. We were in your neck of the woods in January. We'll be back.
Yes.
We shall return.
I think
I'll be back.
The second leg of the tour, we're back, right?
Yeah, we're back down in the Virginia, North Carolina area. So, but it'll happen. But there's life, there's hope.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Savages need to travel with their shows. Just saying. It's an idea.
Oh yeah.
I've been crossing that idea. Just saying. But we're always looking for Savage ladies to represent their own towns and their own states also, just like the world metal scene. Nice. Savages are everywhere. Just saying.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Just saying, if you want to talk, you know how to reach me.
Definitely. I appreciate it. It's fucking cool, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right on.
That's Mindy. Mindy actually was one of our 3 announcements as one of our newest Savages.
Yeah, I
As
saw
of this
that.
past
That's
Monday.
awesome.
Yes,
That's very cool, man.
definitely, obviously, very female fronted. I'm all for it. The strength of a woman standing up for for not just for yourself, but all of us.
Right.
It's about time, and on many levels. I mean, the ladies have already made their presence known. Now it's time to take over.
Yeah, no, I hear you, especially right now. It's
Yep.
kind of a
Yep,
monumental
just saying.
time for women. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm that center hub right in Chicago. I'm right in the middle.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
Chicago's a very metal town. Very
yeah, no, I would.
Yes, it
I don't
is.
know that for a
Yes,
fact,
it
but I feel
is.
that.
We love our metal. The harder, the louder, the crazier, the better. It's death metal, it's deathcore, everything. It's the harder the better. I love thrash regardless. Thrash is always going to be at my heart. That's when I started getting into the heavier scene. But the harder the better. If you don't want to throw your best friend through a wall, what kind of song are you listening to? And it's all in love too. It's not even to hurt their feelings. It's just like, I love you, as you're taking off the wiping the blood off.
By me, it's just mixed. Like everything, we have Asbury, we have Starland Ballroom, we have PNC Art Center. I mean, everything comes through here.
That's awesome.
And then Camden.
Right.
Yeah, like literally anything that's going towards New York, we have, or Philly. So
it's kind of like the middle of it. My favorite place in Jersey was, and it's no longer there, unfortunately, Studio One and City Gardens. Were like, I saw the Ramones at City Gardens 28 times. It's like,
is that all?
That's it.
They played there a lot, and it wasn't. And I, as an 11-year-old or 12-year-old, it was only like one train away from Philly. So, back when I went to shows, but Studio One, oh my God, I saw so many great hardcore bands. Leeway, oh, amazing.
That's a sweet spot, though. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
you're in a great spot.
I have everything around me, and some nights it's like, which one do I go to?
Yeah, I bet. That's cool, though.
Like I just got notified today that Seven Dust will be in my backyard on September 16th. I have like 5 shows at PNC Art Center coming up. You got, what do you call it, Alanis Morissette the 21st. Hailstorm, Pretty Reckless.
Hell, that's a good show.
The 31st, I have Rob Zombie, Powerman 5000, Static X, and Mudvayne.
Nice.
Then Five
I'm
Finger.
slacking, man. I'm just thinking in my head, man. I hate work.
then Five Finger Death Punch and Megadeth.
Nice.
That's a good bill.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big show.
So we're talking about Powerman 5000 and not Seven Dust, Static X.
Static X.
I mean, it's like to still be hearing those names in 2022. It's like,
no, it's awesome.
It's killer, but it's kind of like,
well, like I could be corrected if I'm wrong because I don't 100% remember, but the lead singer from Powerman 5000 is Rob Zombie's stepbrother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's what I heard too. I heard that too.
Here's a fun factoid: what Fox television show did Powerman 5000 make their debut
on? There you go. There's your question.
Beverly Hills 90210.
No way.
No shit.
Wait, the new one or the old one?
No,
the original one.
With Luke Perry. Wow, no way. Really?
I shit you not. That's where they made
it. I was a huge 90210 fanatic. I didn't like Friends. But yet I always say, how you doing?
No, like
it was just Italian to me.
Oh, yeah.
No, I just think that's freaking great that they're both going to be on the same bill.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
What I would really love to see is Jonathan with Edema.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're brothers as well.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I'm, as everybody knows, I'm a huge Korn fan. Like, I don't miss a show whatsoever.
Yes.
I've been to 8 of them too. Yeah.
I can't even tell you how many Korn shows I've been to.
There's only one that I'm missing because of where it's located. I don't like that venue, and it's just the venue. That's the only problem. I'll go in 2 seconds. Everybody knows that, but where it's located, I'm not.
I'm a little upset with Corn right now because no Fieldy. So
Yeah.
I'm a bass player. I take that shit personally.
Well, it's such a part of their sound too.
Yeah.
I was actually with him a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah, I interviewed Stillwell, his other band.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So if you go to the iCarves, there's the interviews there. I was not. I'll be honest with you. I was not expecting him to be there. I was fanboy for a couple minutes at first because one of my idols was talking to me, a little guy from New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I definitely know what you're saying.
yeah, it was very nice person, very humble, very sweet.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
he's way back into the group.
We miss him.
Well, man.
For sure, man.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Dude, I really hope so. He's the heartbeat. The last time we saw Korn, we were at the BB&T, and they just, I swear to God, they're like we always say that they're like a band that just keeps getting
They get better.
better.
Every album is
Yep.
better than the last.
Yep.
And they're
Agreed.
wicked live.
Yeah.
Like, just, you can feel all of them, like Ray and Monkey and Field.
Ray's
And
the man.
they're, and Jonathan, you know, he doesn't even need an introduction. Like,
No,
They're such a good band, and I'm so happy. I know it's all, you know, I'm seeing it on social media, but I'm happy to see that, you know, from what they're saying, Jonathan is really happy now. So that's wonderful.
It's
That's
all he
really
wanted in
good.
life was to be happy.
You know, that's
Right?
yeah.
that's really
Agreed.
wonderful. Seriously, it's nice to see that.
All right, we got to call it.
Are we calling it?
We got to call it. We're going to get back to work.
All right.
All right, guys.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Yeah,
Thank you
so much for
again.
having us.
Finally.
Having us.
I
Yeah.
know everything got delayed because I got chaotic and just got lost track of time. So I
Yeah.
apologize.
You're
And
good,
thank
no
you for
worries.
being patient.
No
And we
worries.
made it. And you showed up an hour early today. Thank
Right?
you.
Early.
That's like a first.
Where?
Yeah, there's always the time zones things. It's you know,
Yeah.
Rob's in one, you know, Rob's East Coast, I'm Central, and sometimes there's people that are in between because some of the East Coast breaks into that 2 hour mark.
Right.
Depends
Yeah.
how far it goes.
So
You know,
it's
so
like-
we're just like it's
Represent West Coast. Yo, what's
Yeah.
up?
yeah.
All good.
So, if you guys hit Jersey, let me know.
Yeah, definitely. We will.
Yeah, I will try to make it out to wherever it is.
I
Right
will
on,
let you
man.
know.
I appreciate that.
That's
Yeah, we'll definitely
sorely
know.
one of the spots we're not.
Yeah, no, we haven't
We're in
played Jersey in a
Delaware.
while.
We're in Delaware at the Queen in Wilmington.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't know how far
I-
that is.
Yeah, I would check out the Starland Ballroom.
I love
Oh,
Star. One of my
nice.
favorite places.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the last place I hung out with Seven Dust. So
Very cool.
Yeah, we're heading down there. The only show I have down there is Seven Dust in September so
Okay.
far.
they
And
love
I'm-
that room. It's a great room for them too. So maybe we'll see. We will talk to our agent. Yay!
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, one day I'll get to meet all of you.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll
And
hit
just-
you guys. I'm
and
gonna
just-
call everybody from 25th Mission, from New York, and then of course Subsist. I mean, I'm bringing them here already, but just everyone from the East Coast. There's so many bands I've met. I've interviewed and met with so many of you guys. I can't wait to actually hear you live here.
Live,
I go
yeah.
there. You know, I mean, it's. I can't wait. I mean, I know so many people from the East Coast now. It's amazing. You guys are all killer. It's an amazing music scene from the East Coast. I love you. I'm just saying.
We appreciate it. Yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate
Feel
you.
that love.
Well, we need
Just-
you. We need you guys. You know, one
Just
hand
one-
one.
Just one more thing before we call this a night.
Sure.
Any messages for your fans?
Thank you.
We appreciate all of you, every single one of you. I say it all the time. Without all of you and you guys, there would be no us. You know, so it'd just be a bunch of people playing in front of our mirrors and in our garage.
If any of our Ukrainian fans are watching, Yako, you.
Yeah, we love you, and we're thinking of all of you over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you
Yeah.
to our fans. It's
Very, very much gratitude for
we
all
just
of you.
be sitting in the basement playing songs if we want to.
Yep.
Awesome. We'll definitely talk to you soon.
Sounds
Maggie,
good.
hit me up.
Same here.
Definitely.
Thank you.
All right. Take
You
care, guys.
guys
Have a great night.
have an amazing
Bye,
night.
guys.